gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome to episode 4 of Bowerstone Tavern Gaming Podcast. I am Tavern, and I am joined, as always, by the guy that found fame as the original Artful Dodger from the Oliver Twist films, Project Old School.
Yeah, it's not a bad one.
They get
It's
better
the
every
accent
week.
you went for there, wasn't
I had a thought about that. I did think of another one, but I'm going to use that next week instead.
it? Fair enough. Always a highlight.
Indeed. So, there's going to be a little bit of a change in this week's episode, mainly because, one, no one wanted to be a guest this week. Well, they didn't let us know if they did. So there'll be no pub view. It's just going to remain as me and Project on there, waiting for someone to knock us off. Yes, I'm going to use that again.
Yep.
And we still have we will have the idiot of the week, industry idiot of the week later on into the podcast. But instead of my segment, his segment, we've decided to do a top 5 and worst 5 of our games of all time. It took me a while. Project came up with this idea earlier on. I was like, okay, let's do that. And then I realized it was such a big fucking question. That it's not something that you can just do in 5 minutes. So I went through the ages to get my list, and I think there's some that some would disagree with. There's some big names in there that probably me and Project are going to clash on, because there's probably going to end up being one in my top 5 games in his bottom 5 games, and vice versa. So we'll come to that argument when we get to it. So without further ado, let's do it. How do you want to do this? You want to do the worst first, and then the best last, or?
It depends if you want to finish on a low note or a high note, I guess.
We'll finish on a high note, so we'll do the
Finish
shit
on a
ones
5.
first. Right. So if we go my 5, your 5, my 4, your 4, and then we'll go through that. You go first. You knock it off. It was your idea. Yeah.
Right, cool. Right, so my worst 5, no particular order. First one, Action 52 on the NES.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
It's quite similar to how like the Mega games worked on the Mega Drive. You'd
right.
get a handful of games, but this one there's 52, and none of them are any good.
52 individual games on one cartridge, and they're all shit.
Yeah, and it was one of those NES cartridges that was unlicensed, so it's
Oh,
not an official Nintendo game. It's just one of those that some random programmer or some programmers have
right.
thrown together, and yeah, there's a special place in hell for them, I guess.
Right. Okay.
It's
What kind of?
it's that bad.
Well, if you think, like you mentioned, the Mega games, there's multiple variations of the Mega games, and they're all brilliant. Um, you've got
Oh,
one. You've got that'll have columns. It will have there'll be a football game, like something like Sensible Soccer.
Italia 90, that was, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Remember
the
that one.
one. And they were even if there was one game on there that you didn't like, there's generally another. Oh, and you can't forget the ultimate, Golden Axe, Revenge of Shinobi, and Streets of Rage.
Oh, the best one. Hands down, the best Mega games
It has to
there.
be. Has to be.
Yeah.
You don't even need to take the cartridge out to be able to play one of
No,
the amazing games.
that's a weekend's worth of games right there.
Yeah, give us an example. What kind of games are on this pile of shit?
Um, from what I remember and from what I've seen on YouTube, they are predominantly side-scrolling space shooters.
Right,
Most of them, the controls are awful.
right,
The graphic, I mean, bear in mind, this come out early 90s. So it's not like it was, the early days of the NES where it had just evolved from the Atari. This
right.
was a fair few years into its lifespan, and the controls are awful, the sounds are awful, the graphics are a piece of shit, and the cartridge is probably no better off than a placemat or a beer coaster.
A doorstop.
It's that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Side-scrolling space game that takes me to Moon Patrol. That was on Atari, I believe. Great
Yeah,
game. We had it at the arcade as well. Right, nice. Well, so what was that game called again?
Action 52. I
A-
wouldn't recommend buying it. Just look on YouTube and come
Action
to your
52.
own. Yeah,
It has the Project Horrible stamp of disapproval. Do not buy ever.
Big old thumbs down.
If you see it in the 20p basket in the charity shop, leave it there.
Yeah, just donate the 20p and leave it there.
You're done. Right, I'm gonna go in order from fifth from worst to the very worst. And my first suggestion is a weird one. It's not because the game is bad. The game is good for what it is. But for me, it's the community that comes with it. That's what makes me despise the game. And that game is FIFA. Any of the FIFA games. Now, I'm a football fan. I have been for a very long time. Up the Arsenal.
Yep.
But the game itself, it will never change. Year after year, all it is another number on the end. It's still the same football game. It'd be a little bit more realistic than last year, but it's still a football game. The good thing that they did bring in was the story mode, where you played as that fella as a kid.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
What was his
that
name?
weren't too bad. That Alex Hunter or
Alex
something like
Hunter.
that.
That's the one. That's the one. And if you chose to play it like I did, if you chose to stand for Arsenal, your your best friend who turned into a prick, not too different to Ash and Gary in Pokemon. He would
Very
play.
similar. Yeah.
He would play for Spurs and turn into a massive prick. But it was a story mode that involved it. It was good. I enjoyed that. But like I said, the worst thing about FIFA is the fucking community, the people that play it, the toxicity and the general bellendness of that fucking of those players are just no, just no. Like
Yeah.
the game is not going to change. What are they going to do this year? They're going to put VAR in there now and make it a
Imagine.
little bit more realistic, or are they going to take people out of the stadium and you're playing in empty stadiums because of COVID? What are they got? Nothing, absolutely nothing. So that's why FIFA's on my list. It's good if you like to play football, but the people that I've come in contact with that play that game are just fucking wank. And if you're out there and you play FIFA and you're one of the good guys, fucking thumbs up to you. Nice one. But if you're out there and you play FIFA and you're a prick, let it be known that I think you're a fucking prick. Enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than fair. I mean, it's quite similar to like the Call of Duty games as well, isn't it? It's just a
Yeah.
copy and paste of the last one with one minor difference,
Yeah.
if
Probably
that.
a different map, a different gun, a different skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same.
All right.
On to you.
Back onto mine. Right. So everybody remembers Bubsy the Bobcat from the Mega Drive and SNES era, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. His first game into full 3D, Bubsy 3D on PS1 is just fucking awful.
Yeah.
It's I mean, playing it, it feels like it hasn't even been finished.
Right.
The dialogue is shit. The voice is shit. It's not a stamp on something like Gex 3D masterpiece.
Yeah. Reject. Yeah, I
And
remember that.
yeah,
And was
Bubsy
that
3D.
the Enter the Gecko? Was it? Was that the
That's
PS1
the one.
release?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's such a good game. But
Right,
Bubsy 3D, polar opposite.
right. So the original ones were side scrollers like Earthworm Jim,
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah. Earthworm Jim, Mario. I mean,
Right,
there's an extensive list of platformers.
right. I noticed that you're picking games that are quite obscure because you spent a lot of time playing these, and I've not heard them because they're probably that fucking shit that they've not appeared in.
Yeah, learn from
uh,
my experiences.
indeed, indeed. Nice. Shit music, shit gameplay, shit graphics, shit everything. One of
But I
those
guarantee it's not even finished.
one of those games that should have just stayed in its original form.
It should have stayed in eight. It should have stayed in the 16-bit era. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Nice. Nice. Right. My next one is this is going to cause some problems. But Resident Evil.
Ooh.
Any of the Resident Evils, whether it's 1 or fucking 24 or whatever they're on now.
Not
I
far off.
it uh horror doesn't interest me. Horror bores me. Um I've never been into horror. I think if you say a horror, you automatically think scary jump scares and nail biting kind of shit. I just get bored and fall asleep. Whether it's a game or whether it's a movie or a TV program, it's fucking boring. And Resident Evil, what put me off with Resident Evil straight well, firstly it was Resident Evil 1 and the fucking camera angles in that bastard game. You could be running down a corridor and you're pressing up, running away from the camera, and then in a fraction of a second later, you're still pressing up because you're still running fucking forward because you're still only halfway down the corridor. And the next minute you're running into a wall because the camera's turned and you have to adjust your um, controller for the fucking camera. So that was annoying, really annoying. But I think just the general, it's kind of like a Die Hard thing. How can the same shit happen to the same guy twice or 27 times
That
in
is
this case?
very accurate.
You've got, is it Umbrella Corp?
Yeah.
Are they the good guys or the bad guys?
They are the bad guys.
Right, Umbrella Corp were the ones that were pissing around with the chemical, whatever the fuck it was, viruses, and then it something happened. A lot of people turned into zombies, and it was Raccoon City PD, I believe. Aladdin, alas, and they have to go in and single-handedly sort this shit out. Don't get me started on fucking typewriters to save. Don't get me started on the lack of space to put guns. Don't get me started on the lack of fucking ammo. And fuck off. No, I despise. I really, really, really do not like Resident Evil. For multiple reasons listed above. And I'll never get into it, no matter whether they make it 3D or whether they do the aiming thing that they did on the Switch, not the Switch, the Wii, where you could actually use a gun type thing. It's still fucking Resident Evil, and I can't say that I will ever get into it, ever. No.
Fair points.
I think we can see an opinion forming here, but we're gonna wait and see where that goes. Jesus. Right.
Right, so Shaq Fu.
Fucking hell. I remember that. Let me see if I can remember. Shaq Fu. Was that a fighting game that Shaquille O'Neal? Is it?
Shaquille O'Neal, yep. Basketball star Shaquille O'Neal in a fighting game.
Right. Oh fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've not played it. I have heard of it, but I think the reason why I didn't play it is because Shaq.
It just goes to show, like, you could probably put Fu on the name of anything, and it would sound like a fighting game.
Project Old School Fu. I like it.
We might be onto something there. It could be a money spinner.
Indeed. The fatality, shall we say, would be you screaming at them with your accent.
It could be, or
it could work.
Typing in the cheat code.
Cheat codes are retro. It's allowed.
They are.
It's allowed.
It is. It's all part of the retro experience. Cheat codes now is your 16-digit card number and code on the back.
Absolutely. Pay to win.
Pay to win.
Yeah.
Which is what we're against.
Whereas last time it was buy the magazine to win.
Yeah, wait for the cheat book to come out, yeah?
Yep, you buy the cheat code, the Game Master magazine, and just hope that the game that you want to cheat for is on there because the internet did not exist. So, back to Shaq Fu. We got sidetracked then.
Yes, Shaq Fu. It's just shit. to summarize it in a word, it's just shit. The controls, I mean, pressing up to jump is, it's a common thing in fighting games, but there's a delay. So you press up, you get hit, and then your guy tries to jump.
Oh, okay.
It's just a god awful waste of code.
Yeah, and time and money. Very likely.
Exactly. But you can tell it's a case of they thought, Shaquille O'Neal, this is going to sell.
Right.
But no, it's shit.
Imagine if it was Michael Jordan and he released Jordan 2. I reckon that would be shit as well.
Yeah, probably. Basketball stars are not supposed to be in fighting games.
So is Shaquille a select book? Is he a playable character?
Yeah, so what I remember, there's only like six selectable characters, and they're all as bad as each other.
Well,
it's
Are they wearing a basketball uniform? shit.
No, the only one that is Shaq. I think one of them was but names I can't even remember. It
Right.
was it's
Probably because it was that shit.
yeah. Yeah,
we
my
can
brain's just acknowledged it's so shit, it's not even worth remembering.
we can all
Uh,
remember Mortal Kombat characters. We can all remember Street Fighter characters. In fact, we could probably all remember Clay Fighter characters, but
Good, yeah.
um, not Shaquille. Yeah, I don't think I've indulged, but we know why now. Oh
You're
dear,
not missing much.
no. Right, my next one, number 3 on my list, is Alan Wake. I think the PS3. Um,
Yeah, never played it.
again, it's a horror game. It's a psychological thing. I think what they tried to do was play off Silent Hill. The Silent Hill was a decent game. It had all the puzzles in it, and it just wasn't the same league as
Yeah, I know
Resident
about the
Evil.
puzzles.
We both know about the fucking puzzles with you. Project Old School streaming Silent Hill. Now that is an opportunity
The
that
whole thing
everybody
being
misses.
one puzzle, wasn't it?
Indeed.
The
Flappy
whole 3
Bastards
hours.
and Nightmare Gnome. They all made an appearance. Um, so Alan Wake, you play a guy, and I think it's very similar. A family member goes missing, and you go out to look for them, and all you have is a torch. Surprise,
Wow.
surprise. So you go wandering around there. Don't get me wrong, the graphics are alright with PS3. You're like, okay, shit, this should step up to Silent Hill. But
Yeah.
yeah, the general, again, lack of ammo. You've got fucking ghosts coming at you that you can't do anything about because shoot, they do nothing. You can't stab them, can't fuck all. They're just coming at you. And you just end up spending most of your time running away from a fucking ghost. And I don't actually remember finishing it. I think I got into the woods somewhere and I'm shining my torch around and came across something that I needed to kill. Didn't have any ammo. Went back, try and find some ammo. Couldn't find any ammo. Turned it off. Never fired it up again. It would just and again. I think it just comes from the lack of enjoying horror.
Yeah,
Resident
possibly,
Evil,
yeah.
scary one, walking around, getting all these stuff. Fuck off. I'm all right, thanks. I'll pass on that. You've never played it?
No, I've seen it,
Yeah, don't.
but I've never played it. I remember hearing something about they had a really unique, like, anti-piracy thing in there. It gave your character a permanent eye patch that you couldn't move.
If you pirated it,
Yeah. If you
right?
had a knockoff copy or something, your
Chan-
character would permanently have an eye patch.
Chances are no one pirated it because it was fucking shit.
Yeah, just that
So
one person that has that one video on YouTube.
yeah, yeah. Oh god, he pirated it. What a lame bastard. Uh, no, no. No, I'll pass on that. That's a big no from me. Thanks.
Yeah. Big old Bowerstone Tavern thumbs down.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah. Your next one.
Alright, so anyone that's watched the High Score documentary on Netflix will know this one.
Brilliant, brilliant program.
E.T.
Oh, for fuck.
E.T. on the Atari 2600.
I knew of ET before I watched that program. I've known of ET for a very, very long time.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's so bad you cannot forget it
No, no,
ever.
no. The interesting fact behind what happened to all the copies of it after release. Would you like to tell them, or should
So you go for it.
It was so bad. Bearing in mind that this thing was endorsed by Mr. Spielberg himself.
There's blood on his hands there.
Indeed. Now the gentleman that came up with the idea of this game took it to Steven Spielberg and said, "Hey, I have an idea. What do you think of this? Can I have your blessing? Will you endorse it?" And he goes, "If you change this and change that and change the other, then yeah." And then the guy that wrote it had a matter of weeks to finish
It's
code and finish this
about
game,
6
and
weeks start to finish. Yeah.
yeah, and it was nothing like the original guy had planned for it. So what happened, because the game was so bad, they took as many copies, unsold copies of ET. They took it out into the desert, probably somewhere in Nevada or somewhere like that in Death Valley, and
Where it belongs.
they buried every single copy of unsold copy of ET, and it stayed there for a very long time until a few years ago. and a few relic hunters decided to go looking for these games, and they found, and they dug them up, and they obviously a lot of them were screwed after being in the desert for however many
Yeah.
decades or whatever. They dug them up, and yeah, there was some pristine copies in there, and they sold online for a fucking stupid amount of
Yeah. I can
more than
imagine being
more than what they
being
were worth when they first came out. And just to say that they have a pristine copy of the worst fucking game that's ever been. Uh, yeah,
yeah.
no,
Fun. I bet there's a community that does pretty much the same with Shaq Fu. They get hold of any copies they can
right.
just to destroy them.
Well, I'd be down with that. I wouldn't want to spend any of my own money on it, but I would.
No, no, I
I'd
wouldn't.
definitely be up for the whole petrol and a box of matches to give
Yeah.
him a hand. No problem. Uh, right, yeah, yeah. ET must be known even by people listening to this. Have heard of
Oh, yeah,
ET being
it's
the
very well
worst
known
game.
and
Yeah,
not very well received.
yeah. Right, my next one is purely because of my distaste for sci-fi in general. Anything spaceships and lasers and alien stuff like that.
Destiny aside.
I'm much more into dragons, orcs, knights in shining armor. You know, stuff that is much more likely to have happened. Um, so Alien, any of the Alien games, running around on a ship, running away from aliens, shooting aliens, zapping aliens, and a big fellow coming at you. Where when the big fellow opens his mouth, the smaller fellow comes out with its mouth open. I just think it's tedious gameplay, and there's nothing interesting at all. Psychological horror crossed with sci-fi gives it a big Hirama sad face. Big sad
Big,
face,
big crying emoji.
indeed. Yeah, I hate it so much. That's all I have to say. Let's move on from that.
Yeah, right. So this one is probably my top three of the worst games ever, and
Uh,
I assure you, it's one you've never heard of either.
Go on.
Chaos Break on the PS1.
Chaos what?
Chaos Break,
Right. I've never heard of
and
it. You're correct.
yeah, I remember. There's a funny story behind it. I was 13, 14 years old, gone into the local town, meant to meet my girlfriend at the time, didn't turn up. So the money that I had went into this game shop in town, picked it up for, bear in mind, 13, 14, picked it up for £4.
Right.
Thought, oh yeah, this game looks all right. Started playing it, and it's basically Resident Evil 1 with new textures and skins. It's just an absolute rip-off. Similar story, same controls, same fixed camera angles. Just instead of zombies and monsters, you have aliens.
All right. I've already shut down. I'm out. I'll take your word for that. I really will.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I had a look at it on eBay, and it's still going for quite good money. It's like 50, 60, 70 quid. It's
Fucking hell, 60, 70 quid. But
yeah,
imagine all the shit you can buy with 60, 70 quid these days. Even
a
retro
shitload of
games,
PSP
especially
games.
retro
Yeah,
games. There'll be some amazing games out there that people should be playing, and they don't because one, they probably don't know it exists, but two, that people spending 60 on fuck off. Jesus Christ.
on a Resident Evil knockoff.
Right. Well, that Resident Evil can fuck off.
Yeah,
Uh, Jesus. Right. Um. Yeah, that sounds horrible. That sounds.
yeah,
Oh no. Let's take one of the most successful um brands in gaming and rip it off and give them lasers instead of. I'm alright.
pretty much. You
Ah,
just summarized it better than I did.
nice, nice. Was that your number one? That was that
Um,
your last one of the worst ones?
that was my fifth of my worst five.
Right.
The
My
the must avoids.
my worst one. This is my least favorite game ever. No, no, never, no. Fortnite. Fortnite,
Gonna ruffle some feathers, that one.
Fortnite can suck my left testicle and enjoy it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not a fan.
Not only does it look like shit, fucking cartoon bullshit. Not only do you have the whole buying shit for it, such as let's run around and look like Ninja, and wear the same thing that Ninja wears,
Yeah.
and then charge people for it to look like a fucking idiot. Um, it's a battle royale, which is bad enough. The community around Fortnite is either fucking 9-year-old little tossers screaming down the microphone while mum tells them to shut up and go to bed. Or
Pretty
you
much.
get your 50-year-old fucking pedos that are there because those 9-year-old kids are knocking around. Or you get the elitists in the middle, which are, for example, Ninja kind of age level bracket, who do nothing but play Fortnite and love it. But it's the worst fucking thing ever. I don't think I've ever heard of anything positive happening out of playing Fortnite. Apart
Can't
from
think of.
apparently a good thing is to get twatted by Ninja.
Yeah, just to see your name come up on his screen
Yeah,
mid-stream or something. That's
you appear to
probably
be
the only positive.
running around, not just shooting things. That's a battle royale. Run around and shoot things, but it appears that you build shit.
Yeah, I never understood the concept of that.
Now, I don't mind the whole building thing. I think I remember a Call of Duty from a while ago where it's zombies, Call of Duty zombies, where you
Yeah,
again zombies, dead things come and shoot at them, and you run out of ammo and blah 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 blah. But you can board up doors and board up windows and shit like that. Which is that's a decent concept.
it's
But
realistic.
yeah, running around a field, and you come across a dude who has erected a 900-foot tall wooden fence, to which he's
Pretty much.
now building a floor across the top for a good 200 yards. So don't get me started on the fucking physics side of it, but
Yeah,
he's running up across this floor that he's building right up here. But then you hear people, the nerd rage that comes with this fucking game, where they're saying that, oh, if you hadn't have built that wall, I would have killed you. It's like, well, surely that's the point of the game. You build a wall to stop someone from killing you, because
I'm
it's a
pointing a
battle
wall. Yeah,
royale. It's a battle royale. Whoever's alive at the end fucking wins. But then I actually saw someone. It was someone. It was Ninja. Ninja was he was playing. I think came up on Facebook somewhere a while ago, and it was you know, the clickbait bullshit that happens these days. Oh, I can't believe Ninja did this.
oh yeah. You won't believe number one is
Yeah, and it was Ninja. I can't believe Ninja did this. I go, all right, what's he done this time? And it turns out that he just got a little bit upset because someone killed him. And then he made a comment live on stream saying something like, "Oh, if he hadn't have been playing this way, then I would have killed him." I was like, "Well, good. That means they're better than you,
pretty
surely."
much. Yeah,
And I like I said, I don't think I've ever heard anything positive come out of Fortnite. And it looks shit, it sounds shit, and the people that play it are just fucking no
yeah.
weird. Um, but then again, this is purely my opinion. We're all entitled to them. Um, but I just can't. I can't get into it. I can't. I don't think I will ever pick it up and play it. And I'm sick of
Not in
fucking
a million
seeing it.
years.
I'm sick of seeing it, let alone try and play any of it. Yeah, that is the last of the worst games ever. Now we're gonna bring this
It's the
full
yeah.
circle
Right.
to,
So Hall of Shame is done. It's time for the
yeah,
Hall of Fame.
the Wall of Fame, and there are some corkers in this list.
There are some absolute classics,
Nice. So kick us off.
and we're going to start with Resident Evil 2.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Do you do this on purpose? Oh my fucking life!
Yeah,
Right, we didn't discuss this. We spoke about what we were going to do with this episode. Probably an hour or so before we actually went live to do this. Um, yeah, yeah. Fuck it. He had right. To be honest, I have watched Project. He streamed Resident Evil. Um, we named one of the spiders. Was it Dave? We called him Dave, didn't it?
Um,
Dave and
yes. I can't remember what the other one was though. There was two
Ed,
in particular that we named. I cannot remember
Dave,
what they are.
Dave and Eddie. I think it was.
They,
No, I
yeah,
don't think
that's,
it's Eddie. And it's entertaining, but I watched that stream because of Project. So he could play fucking Alien, and I'd fucking watch. I'd sit here seething, just like I did when he was watching Resident Evil, going, "Oh my god, this fucking game!" But you got to support your boys, don't you? You have to support your
that's it. That's it.
boys.
It's all
Yeah,
about the community and your support.
indeed. Tell us why you think this absolute shite game is the best.
Well, specifically, I remember getting it for my 10th birthday. Bear in mind, it's rated 18. My parents willingly bought me an 18 rated game, as well as the first two seasons of South Park on VHS.
That's because your parents are awesome. They brought you up
Oh,
properly.
yeah, yeah. But no, I just remember it being. Remember, the first game being insanely difficult. The voice acting was
Right,
awful. Decent enough game, but I think Resident Evil 2 just took what was good at the first one and
right,
just upgraded it. Just took it up a whole nother level.
right, right. Is it
I think
still
we should.
Raccoon City?
It is still Raccoon City,
Is
yeah.
it is Umbrella Corps still being a dick?
Yeah. It's pretty much the same storyline from 1 to what would be number 8 now, wouldn't it?
Is it
Next one
8?
out.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
27. Okay.
It's not far off. It's
No, no. All right. Each to their own. I respect your opinion. This is why I'm sure you respect mine, even though you think I'm wrong and I think you're wrong. So,
yeah.
number 5 of my top 5 games is Assassin's Creed 2. Now, Assassin's Creed 2 in particular, because it, like you said about Resident Evil 1 to 2 being upgraded and they took what they already had and improved it. Assassin's Creed to Assassin's Creed 2 improved it beautifully, absolutely beautifully.
Great game.
I
Absolutely amazing.
They put the collected the different suits in, the different customization, the clothes that he was wearing, and then you're in Italy and got the Pope going on, and it was just amazing, an amazing game, and a game that I would play and complete and play again and complete over and over again. So the rest of it, I do like
Yeah.
the whole. I mean, we spoke about Assassin's Creed 2 episodes ago, episode 2,
Yes, it was, yeah.
and we spoke about how great the Assassin's Creed series was. But out of all of them, if I was to pick one, it would be Assassin's Creed 2. But this is without playing Valhalla. If I was to play
Yeah.
Valhalla, chances
I
are
was
that
just
would be
about
up
to say
there.
that as well.
But I am not going to do that. I am going to be a good boy and not buy that game because I have other commitments.
Yeah,
Um,
we got big week of streaming up.
yeah, yeah. Oh, you again? What you got?
Yep. So moving on. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on the
Link to the
Super
Past.
NES.
That was SNES, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was, yes.
Cracking game, side scroller, up
Absolutely
and
amazing.
down, kind of 3D but
Yep.
not 3D.
It's
Yeah,
what, like 2.5D, yeah.
yeah. You could.
But
It's
again,
because you could go up and down as well.
yeah. No, again, similar to, what we said about Assassin's Creed 2 and Resident Evil 2. It
Yeah,
took what was good of the first one. Bear
yeah,
in mind, there was obviously a Zelda 2, but that was more of a side scroller than the original format from 1
right.
and Link to the Past. Again, it was just so bright. You had the light world and you had the dark world.
Yeah,
It was
I
the
remember
video
it.
game perfection.
Yeah, I do remember playing that. I think I played. I definitely played it when I was a kid. Definitely played it, but I didn't put proper effort into it until I was much older. And
Yeah, it's a long ass game.
I think it was around about the time that I had discovered and fell in love with Ocarina of Time. And I was like, I love that game. Let's go back and play some of these old ones. And I played Link to the Past. And I still have it. Um, and it's Zelda. I can't
Yeah,
I can't off the top of my head think of a terrible game that they brought out. Um,
I said video game perfection. The whole series, even
Dude,
the ones I haven't played, from what I've heard, are just amazing.
yeah, what's the newest one that's out for the Switch? Is it Wind Walker or
Breath of the Wild.
Breath Wind Walker? What the fuck am I talking? Breath of the Wild, and yeah, it's something to do with the fucking wind. Um, that I've seen Gothalion play that on stream, and it does look amazing.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
such a
does.
beautiful looking game.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's actually set in Hyrule, like centuries after Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Alright. Well, I did actually see there was a hack. I think it's the last boss of the game, and he's a big bastard apparently. There's a
Always are.
hack. There's a hack you can do, where he doesn't attack you. Something to do with when you
Awful.
switch out some in the middle of the fight. You switch out some weapon, or you do a certain combo with a weapon and a piece of gear that you're wearing, and it just makes him stop, and he doesn't attack, and you just stand there pinging him for the whole fight, complete the game. Basically. Uh, it's always good to those people that are looking for the hacks for the easy wins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
like
are a fountain of knowledge.
yeah, like speed runners. Like, oh,
Yeah,
I completed Legend of Zelda in 2 minutes. But you didn't though, did you? You found a
nah,
hack and you teleported yourself to the end after 2 minutes. That's not really
yeah,
playing the game, is
it's-
it? But I have seen those that do it on Twitch. They live stream speed running, but they do it properly with some proper fucking expert gameplay. The one guy did it uh, only running backwards for the entire game, beginning to end. He only
cool.
moved backwards. And you see him jumping back for the whole game. It's like, wow, the dedication is insane.
That's insane.
But running to a tree, pressing jump 4 times while attacking to find a hole that takes you to the end of the credit doesn't really class speed running. But again, that's the opinion.
That's an opinion we share.
Indeed. Right. My number 4 is Super Mario World. This says we've had many
Good game.
incarnations of Mario before. Then we had Super Mario. We had the collection of the All Stars, which is Mario 1, 2, and 3. All the
Great
different
game in
types,
itself.
all the different types of gameplay, all the different characters you choose, whether you want it to be Toadstool or whether you want it to be Princess Peach. What was it? What was it that we had? The different powers. Toadstool could run faster. Was it?
Yep. Um,
Princess Peach could
Toads.
float.
Yep. Luigi jumped higher.
He did with his fucking legs going nuts underneath him. I
Yep.
remember.
Yeah.
And Mario was Mario. But the Super Mario World, in my opinion, perfected a decade's worth of Mario before, or however many years it was between Super Mario World for the SNES and Super Mario for the NES. And again, the replayability is incredible. You got your secret levels, finish a level in a certain way, unlock another path and unlock another world. Um, yeah, I can't fault it. I really can't fault it.
It's again such a great game, and obviously the birth giver of Super Mario Saturdays.
It's Super Mario Saturdays. Yeah, we all remember fucking Super Mario Saturdays. Super Mario Saturdays, for people that are listening, was a stream program I did uh, during the first lockdown, where I would sit there and replay level 1 of Super Mario World over and over again, collecting lives, whilst the other half went through enjoying Super Mario World in all its glory and seeing all its different lands, stuff like that, while I stayed on level 1, giving lives to her because she preferred to die by falling down holes all the time, and running into bouncy shit that she shouldn't be running into.
Yep, just running into everything.
Yeah, the entertainment value was through the roof, and it did help my stream numbers. However, replaying that first level, what you could do with your fucking eyes shut, still collect every extra life in that level. It breaks eventually, but it was much fun. It was much fun.
It was. It was.
You?
Moving from the SNES to the N64, Banjo Kazooie,
Oh fucking hell! The bird and the bear.
Bird and the Bear.
Brilliant, brilliant
Again,
game.
just open world. It's bright, it's colourful, it's addictive, it's simple to play, and again, like you said about Super Mario World, it's just got unlimited replayability.
Yep,
There's
yep.
things to collect. There's extra puzzles to do. You can unlock cheats, and, shortcuts. It's
Yeah.
just a brilliant game. So simple.
What did you think of the sequel? Was it Banjo Tooie?
Banjo Tooie was good, but it was a hell of a lot longer. And
Yeah,
it's one of those, Banjo Kazooie you could complete in what 3, maybe 4 hours if you
really?
get in everything.
Right,
But Banjo Tooie, it's a chore. It's a proper
right.
chore.
Okay. So where they thought they were improving the game, they were actually just making it a grind.
They were just dragging it out. Yeah,
Right. Right. I remember it about you, the bear. Your bear did all your heavy stuff, and I believe that if you wanted to run faster, you would flip over to the bird that was in your backpack, and the
yeah,
bird, which was about the size of Roadrunner, carrying a bear
just as
who's
quick.
the size of a car, on his back while running faster through the land. This is everything you need in entertainment value of a game.
Yeah, it was good for entertainment.
It was good.
Again, speaking of, the physics weren't quite there. How a bird with skinny legs can carry up a best part of what 500-pound bear in a backpack.
That'd be like my son giving me a piggyback. No, that would.
Exactly.
I think I'm heavier than 500 pounds. Well, so sucks to be him. Yeah, brilliant game. I remember it. It's up there with the best games on the N64 in my opinion.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
if you're buying an N64 and you're buying a load of the games, that's definitely on the to buy list.
Absolutely, absolutely. This one, right? Considering our conversation on the previous episode, I think you'll agree with this one. Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow is my number three.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, no explanation required. They are the original and they are the best. That I understand that companies have to evolve and all that stuff, but the original 151 Pokemon, Red, Blue, and Yellow, were perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Agreed.
You can see that the effort has been put into creating those Pokemon, all 151 of them. But if you look at the current, I think we're on 451 now.
More than that, it's close to 1,000.
Is it? Oh, well, there you
Yeah,
go.
let me get you an
So
exact number.
if you go to the current Pokemon, you can see that they're literally just sat there going, right, what can we give eyes to, uh, and call it a Pokemon? Oh, there's a roll of cling film there. Let's put some eyes on it.
Yeah, we have
Call it
definitely run out of ideas.
call it clingy, and so that I could get it's still playable. I've got it for the Switch, and it is a very good game. And everything's all 3D now and very much like open world and stuff like that. And it's fucking incredible, and I will continue to play it. But in my opinion, cannot beat Red, Blue, and Yellow. They will forever be top slot. There we go. There we go. The most
Obviously, the
glorious time.
collector's got them.
I think yellow. If I was to pick out of three, it would be yellow.
Yeah,
The improved graphics on the Game Boy. The Pokemon actually looked like the Pokemon they were supposed to look like.
he did.
Some of the some of the original ones were debatable. I don't even want to
Yeah,
get into
the
what
sprites were very questionable. Yeah,
Mankey, for example, looked like a snot, but
yeah.
it was called Mankey, so we'll give it that.
It was fitting, yeah. And obviously, let's not forget, you could get the original free starters in Pokemon Yellow
You
as well,
can,
which was a big, big
can.
plus.
Now most people that play games, we don't have friends because humans are shit in comparison to our in-game characters.
Yeah,
Um, Now, if you owned Red or Blue, you had to choose between Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. But you could catch infinite Pikachu. But this was Red and Blue. Pikachu looked like shit. So when Yellow came out and you got Pikachu, Pikachu looked like Pikachu. However, you cannot catch any wild Pikachu in Yellow.
only one in the whole game.
Indeed. And but to make up for that, you did get Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. And that just made it a whole lot better, and it influenced my team for a very, very,
Heavily, yeah.
very long time. So yeah, big up original Pokemon.
Yeah. Going back to what we said before, there are actually 932 Pokemon now.
Oh, thing is though,
Nine.
I think it will only be up to, in my opinion, you've got red, blue, and yellow, and then you had gold and silver,
Yep,
and then
they
you
were good.
had what was the one after gold and silver? Was it diamond? No, not diamond and pearl.
You had Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yeah, they were just revamped of the original
Yeah.
one, though, weren't they? Yeah,
Um,
but
Ruby and Sapphire.
Ruby and Sapphire, I think that was it. I think it was only gold where it went up to 251 Pokemon where they started running out of ideas because the second lot of 100 Pokemon for gold, silver, and crystal were crystal was the gold and silver's version of yellow for red and blue.
Yeah.
You had the legendary dogs in there. You had 3 legendary dogs, 2 legendary birds. You had Celebi, who was the gold and silver's version of Mew. Um, and that I think that is the pinnacle. No, the 151 they were the pinnacle. Second ones were good and they were unique, but now I think they're just proper
Yeah.
spreading too much
Like,
butter over too little butter over too much bread.
yeah. There's
Uh,
one that's actually based on an ice cream. There's one based on a sandcastle.
yeah,
There's one that's literally bags of trash.
yeah. Bag of trash. I know that one. What's that one called? Trouble. It's called Trouble. Trubbish. That's it. Trubbish.
Even
No,
the names are running out of
E-
ideas.
Exactly, exactly. I thought they were good with the unknown Pokemon. There were
Oh, yes, the alphabet.
20,
Yeah.
yeah, 26 different variations of the same Pokemon, and you
Did
had
you ever catch
to.
all 26?
Did I fuck? Jesus Christ! I think I've probably got about four. I was after T, N, U, and C, but I never did get them. Yeah. Um. Right. Um. Yeah. I do.
That's a
It's
red,
nice.
blue, yellow's a solid shout.
Yeah. Yeah.
So moving on.
Uh,
Command and Conquer Red Alert.
oh yes.
If
Uh yeah.
if you never set up a skirmish and spent hours making the biggest, most perfect base ever, you weren't playing the game
No,
properly.
no. Even though the task was very simple, build
Yeah,
build a
just
very
wipe
basic
out the
zone,
opposition,
run up to the other end, and stop the other zone. You
pretty
don't do
much.
that. You do not do that. You
No,
sit there, you build and you build and you build, and then stand a fucking regiment of 1,000 up there to kill 5 people in a tank.
yeah,
Yeah,
because you can.
yeah. I think it was the Command and Conquer series that actually got me wanting to play on a PC because
Yeah,
I'd spent a lot of time playing Red Alert, spent a lot of time playing Retaliation and the original one as well. But I remember reading in a magazine that there was a game called Tiberian Sun coming out, and it
PC
was
only, wasn't it?
yellow. It was yellow, and it looked amazing. And it's like, oh, another Command and Conquer game. I really need this, and it was only out for the PC. And all I had at that time was my trusty little PlayStation. And it's like, I really want a PC. I really want to get a PC. Um, but the again, real time strategy, it was perfect. There's,
Was. It was. It made you had to think about what you was gonna do. You had to think of what units were good against opposition units and,
yeah,
what was good against buildings, what was good against,
yeah.
planes and helicopters. It was
Uh,
it
and
yeah.
we can't forget the voiceover. Unit ready. Unit
Unit
ready.
ready.
Building.
Unable to
Unit
comply. Building in progress.
building. Ready. Unit ready. Unable to comply. Yeah. Still, even that, you'd happily put up with that shit just to
Yeah.
play that.
Pretty much you
Amazing.
hear that voice probably about 1,000,000 times in every mission, every skirmish. You just don't get bored of it.
No, no. So the power that it gave me, um, and I think the game itself influenced a lot of other games as well.
Yeah.
StarCraft, for example, that is just I think it's a space version of Command and Conquer. You sit
Yeah, you
there,
got Halo Wars,
yeah,
quite a similar concept.
build your ship, build your base, get stronger, mine some ore, put it in a silo, spend your ore, away you go, kill some shit. But,
Easy as
yeah,
that.
I agree with that. That's the 100% brilliant game. I was debating putting that on the list, but my next two games very quickly knocked it off. But I agree. If I could have a top 10, definitely.
Yeah.
My next one is a classic on quite possibly what is my favorite console ever, the Dreamcast. Shenmue. Shenmue
Beautiful game.
was way ahead of its time. It is you play a guy called Ryo. Your dad is killed by some dude wearing a dragon outfit, and then Ryo sets off to get revenge on this guy. Um, Along the way, getting a job driving a forklift to helping old guys find their own house. To quick time events, there's even an arcade in the game where you
Yeah,
can go
I
and
remember
play
the arcade.
Super Hang On. And it's a brilliant, just nice little thing. Collectibles as well. Um, and if you did it properly and you kept hold of your collectibles and you collected the set, when you came to Shenmue 2, you could cross your save over. So everything that you collected on Shenmue 1 was transferred over to Shenmue 2. And when you needed money when you travel to Hong Kong, when you leave Japan to go to Hong Kong, sell them at a pawn shop to get some money that gets robbed at the start of Shenmue. So it had everything. It had free fighting in there, so literally like a fighting game, but in 3D, surrounded by people, kick the fuck out of it. Learn new skills, learn new fighting skills. You get taught them, or you can buy them at a pawn shop. And then you've got your quick timer events, which were my favorite. A cut scene would appear where you're running after someone, and they fucking leg it down the street, and you'd be like, "Hey, come back!" Then you'd run after them, and then people are drop naturally when you're running after someone. Everybody decides to want to drop a crate of tomatoes or ride past you on a
Arrows.
bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you're running, things would pop up on the screen, and it's nice and easy at first, where you just have to press B, X, A, but then eventually you have proper quick time when left, right, left, really quickly, and yeah, I've failed a few times. I've definitely face planted some old woman who got in my way. Um, but just the story itself and the legend behind it and all the lore and stuff like that is fucking absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the attention to detail on both Shenmue games is just incredible.
Yeah,
The detail on, yeah,
the second one in particular was when you go to China and you're walking ages one of the characters between town and the views. I mean, we're still talking about the Dreamcast here,
yeah,
and
not even 2000. Yeah,
no, the scenery and the game it's amazing. I mean, you did not mind the tedious speed of walking that you couldn't skip or do fuck all with. You had to walk, and all you could do was ask questions to the person you're walking with. Um, you didn't mind it because it's a beautiful game to look at, and you knew that when you did get to the other town, it was going to be fucking awesome there as well.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
and it even played a trick on you as well. Probably not a trick. Looking back now, I was like, I'm such a fucking idiot. But back then, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? There's a scene where you're in a barber's, where you need to speak to this barber to get some clue or something. So you go in, sit down, and this guy comes up to you and he's got a cutthroat razor, and he comes over to you and he goes, "Whatever you do, don't do anything." And then he swings for your neck with his blade, and it pops up on the screen as B, like press B. I was like, ah shit, press B, and it went, you failed, and then it put me back. I was like, what? I was like, all right, I must have pressed the wrong button. So I went back. I mean, bearing in mind the save point between where I saved to that fucking hairdresser was about half an hour. I
Ooh,
went all the way back to the hairdresser, doing all the other shit in between. Went back and like, right, B comes up, hold B. Right, so I had my finger resting on B. He came over, he says, whatever you do, don't do anything. Popped up, like, bam, B, straight away, no problem. Fail, go back. I'm like, what? What? The fucking game's broken. Bullshit. I'm not fucking, no. You can get that.
oh
I
yeah,
know I fucking pressed B. And funnily enough, I was watching with my mum, because my mum used to sit and watch me play. Um, and she said, he said, "Don't do anything." Do you think that maybe you don't press B? I mean, that wouldn't make sense. It popped up on the screen. It said press B. Again, the half an hour trek because I didn't learn my fucking lesson the first time round. Went back to the hairdresser, sat down. He came at me with his razor blade after saying, "Don't do a thing." B popped up. I did nothing, and he told me everything I needed to fucking know.
I'm sure you weren't the
Bastard.
only one to fall for that, though.
But it was worth it. It was definitely worth it, and it's something that I would never stick with me forever. That, and if I do get around to playing Shenmue 2 again, I am playing it, but I've not got that far yet. I will know not to press fucking B.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I do believe this is your ultimate, the best game ever,
This
in your
is
opinion.
this is hands down my all-time favorite video game. Super Mario Brothers 3 on
Really?
NES.
Really? That's
Yeah,
your favorite
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Any particular reason?
Absolutely. It's the first one I actually remember playing extensively
Right.
back in the what would have been about 91, 92. There's actually a picture of me on my personal Instagram of me playing Super Mario 3,
Oh,
and I
no
must
way.
have been 3, maybe 4 years old.
Amazing.
It's just a fantastic game.
What's
Again,
your
like we said about the some of the other games, it took what was good from the first two
yeah
and just put it on a whole nother level.
yeah
It's
that
brilliant, brilliant game.
a question that everybody's asking now within this digital age? How did that picture of you that was probably taken on a camera that had a film in it? Did you take a picture with your phone and upload it, or did you do something funky tech wizardy?
No, you can actually see the edges of the photo.
Oh,
So it
you
was a case of, the film was taken, it was developed, and yeah,
nice,
again,
nice.
old school.
Old school, keeping it real, keeping it real. Yeah, down it. Right, we'll have to do some splitting up now of Super Mario 1, 2, and 3. Super Mario 3, was that the one with Mario on the front with the raccoon
Yes,
tail
the iconic one.
and the
Yes,
ears?
yellow background, the ears, the tail. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, and then was Super Mario 1 was the one of Mario in the fire flower suit throwing a
yep, that's
fireball at
it.
the bricks. Yeah.
Yep, that was the
Uh,
one.
so Super Mario 3, was that the one with the character selection or was that the one with
That
world?
was number two.
Right. So Super Mario World 3 was World 1 1 1 2 1 3. Is
One.
that
Yeah,
that one? Right.
yeah.
And there was was the level that you could, I think it was like World 1 level 3 something, you could run over the top.
Warp zone. Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone knows that.
and get to the last fucking dawn or something like that.
Yeah, perfect for speed runners. I think the record for the first Super Mario game being completed is less than 5 minutes from beginning to end, just using them warp zones.
Is that is that including summoning a portal from Half-Life to like they do, or was it actual guy running into the last bit, complete the 2 levels fast?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's good. It was a good. There's not really been a Mario game that's been terrible. I mean, it's appeared in my top 10, top 5, it appeared in your top
Exactly.
5. So I think there's everyone will have a particular favorite. Um, but
That's the glory of the Mario games is that anyone can pick them up and play them.
exactly. Well, you say everyone. She couldn't.
Most people can pick them up and play them.
Oh dear. It's not a repeat of that one. Right. So mine, I think, if
Grand finale.
everyone who's been listening to this podcast from the beginning will probably know what my top game is going to be. Surprise, surprise, Crash Bandicoot. No, it's not. It's World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is the only game that I have spent so much money on, with subscriptions and expansion, God knows what. Spent so much time on, uh, forged and broken friendships on, and just a lot of my time has gone into that game. And it would take something extremely special to pull me away from playing that game. And I say this on the eve of In fact, not the eve, it's the day. In
Yeah,
less,
at time of recording, yeah.
yeah, in just short of 2 hours. Sorry, just over 2 hours. I'll be going live streaming World of Warcraft because in just over 4 hours, the most recent Shadowlands expansion, World of Warcraft expansion, Shadowlands comes out, and yes, I bought the Extreme fucking Ultimate Edition months ago, which gave me a load of other cosmetic crap with it. Could have just bought the expansion, would have been fine. Probably would have saved myself 30 quid, but I have not bought the special edition of the expansion since I started playing, and
That's commitment.
it's got everything that you need in it. I say there's no spaceships. There is some spaceships in there, but not to the level that we're talking of. There's a race in there called the Draenei, and they are the nickname for them in the WoW community is space goats because they have hooves. They have dangly things on the face. The males have dangly things on the faces, and the females have little tails and stuff like that. But they came from a spaceship from another world, crash landed in Azeroth, and there we go. So
Alien goats. Bloody hell.
yeah, it's not even slightly sci-fi, but all the goblins and the orcs and the dragons and wizards, floating cities and expansive citadels and the lore behind it. Yeah, I 100% my favorite game, and I am going to make it a point. I'm going to try it as soon as you get that fucking computer of yours upgraded.
Yeah,
I am going to
it's on
take
my
you.
list.
I'm going to take you around Azeroth. I will give you the gold that you need. I will give you any help you need. I just think to as a gamer as big as I am, it goes as far back in time as I do as playing games, and it's something that we've had in common since we first met. I think
Yeah.
it's something that you are going to really, really enjoy.
I even remember when it first come out, would have been what, 2004, give or take.
2004, 2005. The Warcraft universe itself has been around for 25 years.
Yeah.
That started with the Warcraft games. You had Warcraft, Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne. They were like Command and Conquer. They were real-time strategy games, and you built up your. They've just re-released the remaster, shall we say, of Warcraft 3 called Warcraft 3 Reforged, and it's just basically the same game but with updated graphics, stuff like that. But I never actually played the original game. But if you cross World of Warcraft with Command and Conquer, like we've already discussed, chances are it'd be an absolutely brilliant game.
Oh, yeah, that's a winner. A
Indeed,
definite winner.
indeed. That is available, but again, I put far too much time into World of Warcraft. I just attempt to try even beginning to play anything else. I refuse to play Monopoly because it might take time away from Azeroth. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited. Can't wait for the stream later on tonight. By the time this goes out, I will have already been streaming for 3 days, and I'll be on the last day. So those of you listening on Thursday, come over to my page on Facebook tonight, 6 o'clock. Uh, Facebook gaming /Pirama Wow, and come and watch me swear because I will be swearing. By that time, I
With
will
no
be
filter and
absolutely
no holding back. Yeah.
not at all, not at all. And because I've not made any promises on my own stream, I will be yelling the C word a lot. I promised Project that I wouldn't use that word on this podcast, but my stream, I can do
Fuck.
whatever I want. We are going on. I have to say, there's some amazing games mentioned. Then. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
just that is an amazing top 10.
we
Something for everybody.
we could probably sit and write a list of our top 30. Still not get every game in. So what can you say?
Very
There's
easily.
some beautiful ones in there, and there's been also some absolute fucking trash.
Yeah.
So the games to avoid and games to be all over. So move on to the next part of this podcast, and then as you said, it's not going to be a long podcast because we're talking about top games, and then we're going to move on very
It's only
quickly.
been an hour.
Here we are, we're up to an hour already. Next part is industry idiot of the week. And last week, our idiot of the week was Twitch, to the DMCAs and general not looking after the people using their platform, bringing millions and millions and millions of pounds a year, dollars a year, grand a year into their company. This week's idiot of the week is Twitch.
Still Twitch.
Fuck you, Twitch. Now, the reason why they are the idiot of the week 2 weeks in a row is because they have just announced a partnership with Monstercat. Monstercat being a music streaming service or some fucking shit like that. If you subscribe to Monstercat to use their music, which is perfectly safe to stream with no form of DMCA strike against you or your channel, you will get Twitch affiliate for
Yep. Effectively buying affiliate status.
yeah, for £5 a month. You can get automatic Twitch affiliate. Now, for those of you who don't know what Twitch affiliate is, Twitch is free to use. You can stream on Twitch and you can do whatever the fuck you want on Twitch, whatever. If you wish to be affiliated with Twitch to make money, you can earn money from bits, you can earn money from subscriptions, you can earn money from whatever fucking else they do. You can go for affiliate. Now, to be an affiliate, you have to do some tasks, shall we say. We'll call it an achievement run for Twitch. You have to stream on 7 consecutive days. This is within a 30-day period. So within 30 days, you have to stream on 7 different days, stream for at least 12 hours, stream to a minimum of an average of 3 people per stream. So, gain an average. So one stream you've got none, but the next stream you've got 6, you get 3. And what was the other one? So, 50 followers. You have to have 50 followers on your channel. If you get those,
Yeah, that's the hardest part, the followers.
Yeah, the followers is the hardest part. The rest of it comes with having followers.
Exactly.
You become affiliated with Twitch. So they say, you're affiliate, you can be affiliate. Welcome, we'll get you in. You can start earning some money. So it's easy to do if you have the followers and you have the right connections and you're good with your social media. Getting those followers in is the hardest part. Getting them watching is probably harder, a little bit harder than that, because people following and people doing are very different things. But the rest of it just comes with just pressing going live, job done. So I myself managed this in 12 days. Project, you managed it in like a week or something? 7 days, 8 days, 6 days?
About 9 days, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, so getting the affiliate status is quite easy to do if you put the effort into it.
Yeah. Don't just make it about yourself as well.
Indeed.
Get out there, jump in other people's streams,
Yeah.
network,
Yeah.
build a community,
Yeah.
and then it's a piece of piss.
Yeah. But when I've completely fucking lost where we were now. Oh yeah, you have you get your affiliate status, you make your money. So what happens now is if you subscribe to Monstercat for $5 a month to use their music, you can completely sidestep all of that shit. You don't need any followers. You don't need to stream fuck all. You can instantly get affiliate status. Now, I can't begin to tell you how fucking retarded it is.
So many levels.
There's 2 sides of the coin here. For those that already have affiliate status, like myself and you, we offboarded ourselves away from the affiliate status because Twitch's terms of service are a bunch of bullshit, and you pretty much just sign your fucking life away.
Pretty much.
Note to everybody listening: if you are going for Twitch affiliate, don't. You have a better fucking quality of life.
I'll avoid it.
Not being an affiliate. Trust me on that. Trust me. All you need to do is search for videos of Devin Nash, and he will tell you exactly with figures why you should not be affiliated with Twitch. And we're just going to spend this time to tell you why you should not even buy that shit. Why would you? What's your opinion? What are you saying?
I've always been a firm believer of, it doesn't mean anything if you haven't earned it. I mean, during the first lockdown, we both hit affiliate status, and when we got that email, it was a massive buzz. It's like, yeah, I'm an affiliate. You felt like you'd actually achieved something, but now It just takes away
It's
what it actually
nothing.
means. It's
It's nothing.
yeah,
You can get
exactly.
affiliated without even streaming.
Exactly. No followers. I could start an account now and be an affiliate within 10 minutes.
Easy, easy. And if that doesn't do, if no, it's just wrong. I can't even get the fucking words out of my mouth. Now, for people that are already affiliated, this won't mean a thing because they will have affiliated themselves, done it properly, and you're either sitting there with no viewers, you're sitting there with 100 viewers, you're sitting there with 10,000 viewers, and you're a partner. You've done your shit, that's good. But
Yep.
the way that Twitch works is it's all marketing for themselves. If you go onto your Twitch dashboard, all you see is what can only be described as achievement, Xbox achievement. You know, you are get 10 viewers chatting. You're two away from 10 viewers chatting. You're this many days away from streaming for 25 days in a row. You are this many viewers away from it. It's all achievement. But if you get them, do you know what happens? Nothing. Absolutely
Nada.
nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
What's it going to do? Is it going to give you a bigger cut? Are they going to take less than half of the money that you earn? No. Are they going to give you more for the bits that you're getting? No. Absolutely not. There's nothing worse in this world than, in my opinion, in the live streaming community and industry of being affiliated with Twitch. And I truly, truly advise against it. The fact is, what many people miss, they get the email and they go, just like we did back then. Like, oh my God, we're affiliated. We've got the email. We've got it. Oh my God, we've made it. We're going to do it.
Exactly like
Let's
that. Exactly that.
let's do this. Let's build this. But what they actually do is, if you actually read the terms of service, the affiliate agreement, you will see that you are giving up your likeness, your brand, your name, exclusivity. If you're
Everything.
affiliated with Twitch, all you can do is stream on Twitch. You cannot stream anywhere else because they'll ban you. Naughty boy. And or they also they take 50% of your subs, so whether people subscribe for a fiver, a tenner, or 25, is it?
20,
Whatever it is.
yeah, it's 20 or 25. Yeah.
They take half of it just for what? Allowing you to be on
Just
their
for using their
website.
platform.
Yeah. The best way to avoid that is to just don't be affiliate. Stay as you are. Don't get your sub button. Don't have to worry about your remote. Set up a Patreon, and if people want to pay you 25 quid, they will pay you 25 quid a month to sub, and you take away PayPal fees or whichever platform it is used to collect this money, you will receive a hell of a lot more than the 50% fucking Twitch.
Yep.
On top of that, they will also keep hold of your money until you make $100. So, 10 people subscribe, you've made yourself 25 quid. You're not going to get that 25 quid at the end of the month. Next month, those
Nope.
same 10 people subscribe. You've made yourself another 25 quid. You've been affiliate for 2 months. You've got 20 subscriptions to your name. You've got 50 quid in the bank. You ain't getting that. And then all of a sudden, if you don't keep on top of your stream and keep branding going and keep social media activity and actually work to get your streaming going, your sub count will probably start dropping off around about that point. In that case, you still don't get any money. So what we did when we left our affiliate program is I had a lovely email. I just emailed them. If anybody is actually wanting to get out of that bullshit contract that you're in, all you need to do is go to Twitch, search for offboarding, send them a message, go, I would like to come off the affiliate program. They respond to you saying, confirm these details and we'll get you off straight away. What they also tell you is it will cost you. So if you have, I had, after 2 months, I think, I had 44 quid, I think, in my account, in my Twitch account that I couldn't quite go out because I've not reached the £100 threshold. I had 44 quid, I think, and they said it will cost you £25 as an administration fee, I think they called it. It will cost you £25 that will be taken out of your final payout. I was like, okay, that's fine. So they do some math, 44 quid, take away 25, that leaves you, what, 11?
19 quid.
19, sorry, fucking terrible math. 19 quid. I was like, it's alright, it's 19 quid. I can do something with that. I can't get that 19 quid. Why? because I am not at the £100 payout. So it actually cost me all of my money that I had in there to come out. But it was fucking worth it.
Yeah,
100% worth it. And I would pay that
hell of a
again
lot easier.
to not. The Twitch are absolute arseholes, and there's a reason why nobody fucking streamed it. People are getting
Yeah,
banned left, right, and centre for other bullshit reasons, and people are leaving the platform. They're going to YouTube, they're going to Facebook, they're going to fucking D Live. You know what I mean? And it's just terrible, terrible company, and well deserving of industry idiot of the week 2 weeks in
yeah.
a fucking row. And
2 weeks in a row. Yeah,
chances are
two.
they're gonna come out with another fucking reason for the idiot of the week 3 weeks in a fucking row. Everybody just watch the Twitter account. There'll be some fucking bullshit to come out with.
Yep. But being industry idiot 2 weeks in a row out of 4 episodes, doesn't that make them industry idiot of the month?
Yeah, we've not spoken about
Just
industry
let's
idiot of
take
the
them up a level. It's
indeed, and we are coming close to December, and chances are it's gonna make them industry idiot of the fucking year as well.
very, very easily.
Fucking hell, jeez. Yeah, yeah. Well done, Twitch. That fucking.
Start calling them twat.
If anyone from Twitch is listening to this, no, not against you. If you're just down bottom customer service people, you're probably gonna have to deal with the brunt of
Yeah,
the
absolutely. Yeah.
of the bullshit that your bosses are coming up. So yeah, unlucky. Maybe look for another job. Chances are they'll probably be fucking you again.
Yeah.
Right. So I believe that has brought us to the end of the episode. We've got no pub queue.
No guest this week.
No guest this week, and we will get some on at some point. But I guess we're still trickling around under the algorithms, so we'll get a little bit. What will be happening? We're further down the line, 100 episodes or so in. Someone will discover us, love what we do, and then go back and listen to all this all over again, and think, oh, look at what they were saying on episode 4, and they didn't have anybody wanting to come and do guests. Now they're on an episode 100, and everybody wants to be a guest, and I've not got enough fucking holes on the screen to put everyone's cameras in. You know what I mean? We'll get there. We'll get there. Right, so, usual social media shout out. Want to catch Project? He streamed on Facebook Gaming, so just go to Facebook, search for Project Old School, find him, follow him, and enjoy. He was playing Scarface the other day, and there was all sorts of
Shenanigans.
yeah, shenanigans and accent and working out who's doing the voices for the game. Turned out, did everyone know that it's not Al Pacino that does the voice of Tony Montana in the Scarface game?
No, do you know what? I didn't actually look at who it was. I did it now.
But I put it on your screen.
Oh, you did? You
Yeah,
put the name on it?
Yeah, he's Andre somebody. But he was handpicked by Al Pacino himself to do the voice.
That is some glowing praise.
Yeah. There we go. So, if you want other random facts like that, make sure you go and follow Project Old School as we talk absolute shite on his streams of retro goodness. You can also catch me also on Facebook. Just search for Hirama. Make sure you put 2 eyes in it, or you'll probably end up with some other dude somewhere. I stream predominantly World of Warcraft, and that begins, like I said, tonight, Shadowlands. There will be a schedule coming out as soon as I know. I just wanted to get this week over and done with, see what's happening. You can catch it on Twitter. You got Project Old School for him. You got Hirama for me, and don't forget Bowerstone GP for us. And if you want to take it a little step further, we do have a Patreon for the podcast. Got some tiers available from £1 all the way up to something else for some other shit. And yeah, it's been a good week. Some good games, some good nostalgia. And now I'm gonna fuck off and play Shadowlands. And apparently Project is coming to watch me, the poor sod. We've all got to have fans somewhere, haven't we? Right.
Exactly. It only takes that one person to make a big difference.
Indeed. And when it's you, it makes it all better. I sleep at night. Sweet. Right, boys and girls, thank you. We'll see you next week. Take care.